I'm Rick Rose.
And I'm Stephanie Klett. But it's not just the fishing. We'll take you on some unusual land excursions in the Manitowoc, Two Rivers, and Mishicot area. Wisconsin's maritime capital is the midway point along Lake Michigan's coastline.
Come discover Wisconsin's maritime capital.
Beauty awaits around each bend. The enchantment never ends. For every season there's another reason for you to come discover Wisconsin.
Welcome back to a way of life that renders contentment to the soul and comfort to the weary mind and body. I thank Rick and Stephanie for giving me another opportunity to leave behind the complexities of everyday life and return to an environment that for me is a reward comparable to no other. An early morning sunrise and the anticipation of a respectable catch is the best way I can think of to begin the day. So, with your permission, I'd like you to join me on a voyage to Wisconsin's maritime capital. But before we head out to explore the great fishing that abounds in the area, and I've been told that Lake Michigan fishing is the best it's been in a long time, let's first get to know a little bit about the charming spirit, the cultural and rich nautical history that lures visitors back to the maritime capital year after year. You'll need at least one full day and a few rolls of film to preview the spectacular scenery and images of coastal heritage that Manitowoc County has to offer. If you've never seen Lake Michigan before, you're in for a surprise. An impression of a great inland sea is what first-time visitors usually come away with. It's no wonder. Lake Michigan is over 300 miles long and up to 120 miles wide. It borders 4 Midwestern states. Bountiful fish populations make for highly successful commercial fishing as well as abundant sport fishing opportunities, and I'm talking trophy-sized fish. Lake Michigan is a paradise for anyone who loves nature. The many miles of lakefront parks and beaches offer countless opportunities for swimming, boating, sailing, or for nothing more than a leisurely walk in the soft, sun-drenched sand. Our first stop is the Wisconsin Maritime Museum in Manitowoc, the largest of its kind on the Great Lakes. The museum houses over a century of Great Lakes artifacts, relics, and historical accounts of what was Wisconsin's principal center for shipbuilding. Moored just outside the museum is the USS Cobia, a submarine like those constructed in Manitowoc during the Second World War. Tours are offered, bringing you inside the submarine to get a first-hand account of what life was like at sea in wartime. If you're looking for some excitement, Manitowoc's annual Riverwalk Festival is a full day's supply of family fun and entertainment. Live bands, unique performers, informative programs, comedy and magic shows are held on the various stages and band shells along the Riverwalk. Food, refreshments, arts and crafts, clowns and jugglers dot the Riverwalk with activities for children as well as for folks my age. During the same weekend as the Riverwalk Festival, Manitowoc's neighbor, Two Rivers, is host to the Monument Square Arts and Crafts Fair, held at Two Rivers Central Park. Take the time to browse the wide variety of art, antiques, and one-of-a-kind gifts you'll find here. Two Rivers owns the distinction of being the birthplace of the ice cream sundae. And if I know Rick and Stephanie, I've got a good idea where you can find them. The historic Washington House, an 1850s inn, is home to Berner's Ice Cream Parlor, where the ice cream sundae was invented back in 1881. The Two Rivers Visitor Information Center is located inside the historic Washington House.
If you're seeking some avid sports fishing,
Or if you enjoy a stroll through a quaint fishing village.
then make your way over to Two Rivers, Wisconsin.
Birthplace of the ice cream sundae.
Indulge yourself when we return for more Discover Wisconsin.
For more information on Wisconsin's spectacular maritime capital, call 1-800-236-WISC. We'll be happy to send it to you, along with a free copy of DW, the new and exciting Discover Wisconsin magazine, along with free video offer.
Discover Wisconsin is brought to you by Clements Sausage Company. Clements, easily the best. And by Jolly Good Soda. Jolly Good, we put the pop in Wisconsin.
Easily the best.
What does it mean?
When shopping for your family, you want the best.
Easily the best.
What does it mean?
Convenience, like Clements Italian sausage and pasta, which you can make in about 18 minutes. And Clements tastes so good, it's the best for them and for you.
Easily the best.
What does it mean?
Clements.
Value.
This is the story of the happy-go-lucky turtle and the hyperactive hare, who frantically went in search of fun and fortune everywhere. While the turtle and his friends knew right where to go, St. Croix Casino and Hotel for action and excitement that lasts. Get the luck of the turtle every time you play. For fun and excitement, the turtle knows the way.
Matthews makes a miraculous backhanded step, races to third, and the Milwaukee Braves are the new world champions. Do you believe it? The Brewers have won the American League pennant! A swing and a fly ball. Get up and get out of here. Gone! And they've done it again. 12 in a row. Oh, my goodness.
Jolly Good Soda offers the best assortment of flavors kids love, plus sophisticated mixers and a whole line of diet flavors with NutraSweet.
Jolly Good puts a pop in Wisconsin.
To receive your free issue of DW, the new and exciting Discover Wisconsin magazine, along with your free Discover Wisconsin videotape offer, call 1-800-236-WISC.
That's 1-800-236-WISC.
And now back to Discover Wisconsin's East Coast, the maritime capital.
The commercial fishing industry was largely responsible for the growth and development of Two Rivers, Wisconsin. To find out what life was like in an authentic fishing village, visit Two Rivers Rogers Street Fishing Village.
It's set up to replicate a fishing village or a fishing area where people lived sort of like in the 1920s, 1910s. In the old days, the people lived here on the banks of the East Twin River, the fishing families that originally came from Canada, the French-Canadian people, and they fished actually right on the East Twin River here going out into Lake Michigan from their homes. They had a house up in front, then they had fishing sheds like the sheds you see behind me, and then they had their docks on the river, and that's what we're trying to replicate here. So we have basically a block of Two Rivers set aside on the actual river frontage with the actual historic fishing structures.
The Rogers Street Fishing Village and Museum and the Coast Guard Museum are just two of the generous historic treasures you'll find in Two Rivers. Well, I'm set to head on out to investigate these stories I've been hearing about the prime condition of Lake Michigan's fish populations and to see if I can make a dent in those numbers. An early morning departure from Two Rivers on the Jaws 2 along with Captain Alan Sprang. Forecast calls for a storm to be moving in a couple hours. Luck's on our side, and if the reputation of Captain Al in any way parallels what I've been led to believe, we'll be back to port before the storm hits. As I've said before, nothing I know of can compare with the feeling of being miles out from shore, watching the sunrise, and waiting for that first bite from a good-sized lake trout.
He's a heavy one.
Whoa. That's huge.
Well, it was really tough. It was kept pulling me in. I thought I was going to go right over.
16 pounds, 1 ounce.
Yeah, right.
The fish doesn't want to come in. He wants to fight a little bit. Oh, I can see him now.
Oh, yeah,
Look at it. He's big.
Oh.
Reel it in. All right.
The biggest one.
Spit the hook already?
Fat.
You spit the hook already. All right. Well, it's a big one. No. Holy mackerel, look at the size of this
The
thing.
biggest one.
Oh, look at this. That's a
As you can see, charter fishing can be a rewarding family adventure. Two Rivers enjoys the benefits of a rich cultural heritage. For a real treat, a celebration of cultural diversity is held annually in Two Rivers. The Ethnic Festival is free, and it's open to the public. The day's schedule includes entertainment, food from all over the world, and opportunities to shop for some not-so-common crafts and gifts. The real fun begins with an evening that is filled with folk music and dancing. Dancers and musicians from Russia, a wide variety of European countries, South America, and from just about anywhere you can imagine, offer plenty of colorful dancing and culturally diverse music. Feel free to join in. Instructions are provided for many of the ethnic folk dances. Next, we'll join Captain Bill Garceau as we try our luck at landing some rainbow and maybe some salmon. Brown trout, yeah.
Information on Mishicot and more is waiting for you. Just call 1-800-236-WISC. We'll also send you a free copy of DW, the new and exciting Discover Wisconsin magazine, along with free video offer. That's 1-800-236-WISC.
Discover Wisconsin is brought to you by Polaris, snowmobiles, ATVs, and personal watercraft. And by Best Western Hotels of Wisconsin. Your best bet in Wisconsin is a Best Western.
Everybody's excited about winners. How do they do it? Where do you find them? What's their secret? These winners have the luck of the turtle, and so can you during the $400,000 cash hysteria at St. Croix Casino and Hotel in Turtle Lake. The luck of the turtle strikes again. Get in on the fun and your share of the $400,000 cash hysteria. Experience the luck of the turtle.
Northwood boats are powered by Mercury outboard motors.
Honey, where did you get that fishing pole?
Don't just dream about a Northwood. Northwood boats are powered by Mercury outboard motors.
The best way to discover Wisconsin. The best night's sleep. More than 45 locations in Wisconsin. Call 1-800-428-2627 for reservations and your free road map of Wisconsin. Your best bet is a Best Western.
Jolly Good Soda offers the best assortment of flavors kids love, plus sophisticated mixers and a whole line of diet flavors with NutraSweet.
Jolly Good puts a pop in Wisconsin.
Did you ever have the kind of day you wished would never end? We did. It all started with Monday, followed by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And who could ever forget Friday? And while tomorrow is another day, I think we'll hold on to this one for a while.
Wisconsin, these are the days.
To receive receive your free issue of DW, the new and exciting Discover Wisconsin magazine, along with your free Discover Wisconsin videotape offer. Call 1-800-236-WISC.
That's 1-800-236-WISC.
And now back to Discover Wisconsin's East Coast, the maritime capital.
Another day and another opportunity awaits. We had a respectable catch of some pretty big Lakers last time. This time out, the fish might be a bit more varied since it's a little later in the year. Well, that's what Captain Bill Garceau tells me. Bill's given us an invitation to join him aboard the Proud Mary as we head out from Manitowoc.
One of the most exciting things about taking customers out here is just watching the expression on their face when they get one that's coming out of the water 3 feet. I think we have one of the biggest varieties of fish around. You never know, when you get a bite, you never know what you're going to have on the other end of that rod. It can be anywhere from a brown, rainbow, coho, lake trout. You never know. This year is the best year we had on salmon in about 7 years, to where we were coming in on an average with 10 to 12 salmon, some rainbows mixed in it, a couple lake trout. But I expect next year to be a bumper year for all the 2- and 3-year-olds we're getting this year, because next year those are going to be the 3- and 4-year-olds. And you get a 4-year-old on, and it's nothing for that fish to scream out 300 yards, come charging right back at the boat, and turn around and take another 200 yards right back out again.
If you got some kids you think might be interested in fishing, then check out Manitowoc County's Salmon Derbies. The Two Rivers Kiwanis Fish Derby and the Manitowoc Salmon Derby have kids and adults compete for prizes and to see who can have the most fun. Hundreds of fish are brought in and registered for various awards. Children's activities, refreshments, games, and entertainment are all part of Manitowoc County's annual Salmon Derbies. When you think of a place called the maritime capital, the image that comes to mind probably includes lots of water. You're right. However, each year in June, excitement comes to the skies as Manitowoc becomes host to the largest free air show in the Midwest. Examine up close historic fighter planes and specially designed military and civilian aircraft. If you're in town while the air show is going on, be sure not to miss it. Maybe I'll see you there. On the ground, of course. You'll never catch me up in one of those things. MetroFest, held about the same time as Airport Days, offers a wide variety of concert performers and entertainers. These performances are held in Manitowoc's new Metro Stage Bandshell, located in Washington Park. Another proud feature of Manitowoc's lakeshore is its Performing Arts Center. The Capital Civic Center is truly a premier theater.
We have the typical lively arts series of professional actors and touring companies and artists and musicians. And we'll do 10 to 12 of those events a year in series. But we also have approximately 12 local performing groups, civic theaters, orchestra, wind ensemble, dance, all types of musical events and theater events featuring local performers, all housed under the one roof. It's a wonderful facility in a great little town.
Return to a simpler way of life by visiting the Pinecrest Historic Village. The Outdoor Interpretive Museum represents a turn-of-the-century Manitowoc County village. Pinecrest features many seasonal and ethnic celebrations throughout the year, like its Fall Harvest Festival. Antique craft demonstrations, old-time farming machinery, lots of friendly critters, and a horse-drawn hay wagon make the Fall Harvest Festival special for the whole family. Sit down for a free corn roast and take in some of the diverse ethnic dancing and musical performers. While you're in a cultural mood, be sure to visit the Rar West Art Museum. This 1891 Victorian mansion features antique furnishings, paintings, and fine sculpture. View Rar West's distinguished permanent collection of American art, as well as their continually updated exhibits of contemporary art. The Rar West Museum is listed on the National Register of Historic Places and is accredited with the American Association of Museums. Manitowoc is also home to Lake Michigan's car ferry, the SS Badger. The Badger Car Ferry offers a delightful shortcut across Lake Michigan, linking the ports of Ludington, Michigan, and Manitowoc, Wisconsin. It's a well-appointed and fully equipped cruise ship capable of transporting hundreds of passengers and vehicles. Tour group discounts are available. The Badger is truly a majestic sight as she heads out from her harbor. The Badger makes 2 round trips daily. Because there's so much to see in the Manitowoc area, you want to make sure your first stop is the Manitowoc Visitor and Convention Bureau and Visitor Information Center, located just off I-43 on Highway 151. Here you'll find information about area recreational opportunities and attractions. They even have a free direct call phone service that puts you in touch with the area's facilities and accommodations. The center is accessible 24 hours a day.
We have a lot of services here that we offer. We have a nature trail that is also used as a pet trail. We have a picnic area. We have a good RV pull-through. A lot of meetings and conventions that are held in the area. We greet 50,000 visitors here annually. And we pull them right in off the interstate. We've got excellent signage that pulls the visitors in, and we feel we have a first-class facility here, and we invite visitors to stop in. We'll be glad to help them and show them around and find their way to whatever they need to see and do while they're here.
For scenic beauty and a relaxing peace of mind.
And the state's largest golf course. Stay with us as we swing into Mishicot when Discover Wisconsin continues. There's loads of fish and plenty of fun waiting for you in the Maritime capital and Lake Michigan. Call 1-800-236-WISC. And we'll throw in a free copy of DW, the new and exciting Discover Wisconsin magazine, along with free video offer.
Discover Wisconsin is brought to you by St. Croix Casino and Hotel. Get the luck of the turtle. And by Chevy Trucks. Chevy Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks.
Easily the best.
What does it mean? When shopping for your family, you want the best.
Easily the best.
What does it mean? Convenience, like Clement's Italian sausage and pasta, which you can make in about 18 minutes. And Clement's tastes so good, it's the best for them and for you.
Easily the best.
What does it mean?
Clement's.
Value.
Yeah.
Magnificent. Magical. Mysterious. Momentous. Mystical. Memories of a lifetime are made at the House on the Rock. Call 1-608-935-3639.
Honey, it's Saturday.
Come on, Jack. You were the one who wanted to get an early start today.
We got plenty of time.
Remember the kids' soccer games?
The first game's not until 1 o'clock.
The windshield, the rock.
Oh, honey, come here. Oh.
Johnny, Jamie, turn it down. Jack, you promised you'd get that windshield fixed today.
I did.
You did?
We come to you free, wherever you may be.
Auto Glass Specialists. We're the guys in the little red trucks.
Not too long ago, safe drinking water wasn't a great concern. But as you know, impurities have made their way into tap water sources, but not into Nicolet bottled water. Nicolet is pristine, artesian drinking water, bottled here in the Nicolet National Forest, protected by nearly 1 million acres of timberland. So it tastes great. The next time you drink a glass of water, consider the source. Then call Nicolet Natural to deliver this precious resource to your home or office.
Jolly Good Soda offers the best assortment of flavors kids love, plus sophisticated mixers and a whole line of diet flavors with NutraSweet.
Jolly Good puts a pop in Wisconsin.
To receive your free issue of DW, the new and exciting Discover Wisconsin magazine, along with your free Discover Wisconsin videotape offer, call 1-800-236-WISC.
That's 1-800-236-WISC.
And now back to Discover Wisconsin's East Coast, the Maritime capital.
Welcome to the village of Mishicot, home to the Midwest's largest golf complex. I couldn't think of a more perfect place to golf than in the scenic beauty and pastoral countryside that exists in this area. This is a championship course that features both classic and national courses. Fox Hills is a very worthy example of the many challenging golf opportunities awaiting you in Manitowoc County. While in Mishicot, drop by the Old School, which houses the Norman Rockwell Center and the Francis Hook Museum. Set in a 1905 school, you'll find a vast collection of Norman Rockwell art. You're invited to explore the school and browse the specialty gift shops and the many arts and craft items, all handcrafted. There'll be no tests in this school, but let's not be tardy. Visitor information is available at the old school. Through all this, in no way do I want you to get the impression that fishing is limited to just the big lake. Fishing opportunities abound throughout Manitowoc County. One example is Shoto Falls, just south of Mishicot, located on the scenic West Twin River. Fishing for rainbow trout, or steelhead as they are called, is a standard springtime activity for many fishermen. But there's nothing like the big lake. Let's take a final charter excursion with Captain Mike Roosh, who along with pal Captain Bill is heading out for some big salmon. Lots of records being broken lately, I hear.
Well, the Manitowoc area offers a very diverse fishery between trout and salmon. Kings being the main target for most of the boats, although we do have a tremendous lake trout fisherman or fishery. But probably the main thing isn't so much just the Manitowoc Two Rivers area, is the lake as a whole has really cleaned up and the fishery is really coming back. So about 9 or 10 months of the year, you can actually catch these big rainbows that run anywhere between 8 to 12, 8 to 14 pounds in the Manitowoc and the East and West Twin Rivers. So you have the shore fishermen, the pier fishermen, the small boat, the charter boat, and the stream fishermen all have an opportunity to catch these Lake Michigan fish.
Hey, look, Rick and Stephanie have caught up with Captain Al, who is just returning from what looks like a very successful rainbow outing.
We thought we would come up here and just fish off the piers, but we didn't do well enough for the boys, so we came over here at the last minute to see what Al could do for us, and he did very well. Oh, it's very, very tough fight. We had a good time. Had a good time trying to get him, and I got the reputation of losing more than I caught, though.
As we move into fall, a final stop-off to Mishicot's Pumpkin Fest is in order. This Halloween celebration is held on the third Saturday of October. What a way to wrap up a perfect family vacation or weekend getaway.
We love Mishicot! You've got to see it to believe it.
Wisconsin's maritime capital.
And we'll see you next time
on Discover Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is a four-season wonderland. On behalf of this great state, I'm Tommy Thompson, inviting you to come discover the fun in Wisconsin, where you're always among friends.
To receive your free issue of DW, the new and exciting Discover Wisconsin magazine, along with your free Discover Wisconsin videotape offer, call 1-800-236-WISC.
That's 1-800-236-WISC. Want to learn more about Wisconsin and how to best discover it? Then check out our website at www.diswisc.com.
Or if you'd like to drop us a line, then email us. Our address is discover@newnorth.net.
Hi, this is Rick Rose.
And Stephanie Klett.
Thanks for joining us this week for Discover Wisconsin. And be sure to return next week right here on this station at this time for more Discover Wisconsin.
For next week, come tour 4 of the state's exceptional golf courses. Take note of the challenges they offer and the amenities available at each.
So we'll see you then next week at this time on this station for more Discover Wisconsin.
And be sure to listen to Discover Wisconsin Radio. Call your local radio station for air dates and time. Thanks for joining us today.
Ever dream